concludes the formal portion of our program tonight. And I do have one question, and my last words that I'd like to say tonight is there a Mr. Winters in the building? Mr. Winters, is that you back there in the back? Hi, how you doing?
Hi.
Would you mind coming forward, please?
Probably.
I believe Major LaSalle knows you.
Justin! Major! How's it going? No, I keep dining out real sick. Okay. So it's been a while. Okay. One of our original cadets. Wow, you guys really know how to throw a party. It took long enough, right? We were told it would be over around 8:30, but it looks like we're running late. So now I got to cut this whole speech a little short. But anyway, for those of you who don't know me, as they said, my name is former cadet Justin Winters. I was here 20 years ago when this unit was founded. Been here with Major since day one. So I was sitting around thinking this New Year's, what was I doing, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, and it dawned on me that it's been 20 years since this unit was founded. So I thought I'd get on Facebook and contact a couple of my friends from high school and say, hey guys, did you realize it's been 20 years? Maybe we should all get together and donate something to the unit, throwing a couple bucks here and there. And it started out just the original 4 classes, because that's, everybody I knew. But then people from later in the program invited their friends, and then they invited their friends, and eventually this happened. I want everybody to put their hands together for the former cadets of AZ-941. They're still coming. I hope you remember all these people.
I'm sorry. I put that in front of it. I didn't know.
So behind me tonight is just a sample of all the people that have chipped in to celebrate the 20th anniversary of AZ-941. There were probably over 180 people that were in our group that were chipping in to help out. So, like I said, when we first started out, just a couple people, and then one person invited the next, one person invited the next, and there you go. And the aspect of brevity here, I'm just going to gloss over a couple of things. The people who did donate to our 20th anniversary celebration, we had coins made for them, a special challenge coin that I have here in my hand. And on the front of it is our unit patch, and then it says across the top on the black border, 20 years of excellence. 1994 to 2014. So everybody who's donated got one of these coins. And as soon as Major's done hugging, this is insane. I apologize for everybody who's staying here late, because I did not expect this many people, but this just goes to show what type of person Major is to all us former cadets. Tony Alfred, everybody. I think we're running out of stage here. A future former cadet. So as I was saying, we had these coins made. My plan was to hopefully have Major hand the coins out to everybody here, but since we don't really have the time, I'd like to go ahead and tell you guys a little bit about what challenge coins are. I'll be quick, I'm sorry, but basically it's a military tradition. If there's an event or something special that needs recognition, there's not an official award ribbon for it, they've come up with these challenge coins that they'll hand out at the unit level. And we came up with our own, and I would like to present Major LaSalle with one. So, I haven't made the coin. So far, he's only seen one side of it. But there's two sides to every coin. And on the other side is a commemoration to Major LaSalle. I'm skipping over my notes here. Okay. So on the back, there's a Major's leaf with the lamp of knowledge, thank you. And above the Major's leaf says, in honor of Major Dean C. LaSalle, and then the border on the outside says Operation Major Appreciation, which is the name of our group that we formed, and our operation to make this happen. And then it said 20 years of service across the bottom to commemorate Major LaSalle's 20 years of service. Since he's been here since day one. So, like I said, there's two sides to every coin, but there's also two sides to Team LaSalle. And his other side is Mrs. LaSalle. Mrs. LaSalle, we have some awards for you as well, if you would like to take the stage. So, behind me here, you guys can come over to the side. Behind me here is Heather Gentry, formerly known as Heather Mayer when we were in high school, and she runs the flower shop, and she brought Mrs. LaSalle this nice bouquet of flowers, as well as a gift card for her $25 for some well-deserved pamphlets, and you earned it. Also, our head office has a plaque that we'd like to give to Mrs. LaSalle, also thanking her for her 20 years of service to this community. Thank you very much, Mrs. LaSalle. They also have a card. So, just like I said, there's two sides to every coin. There's two sides to Team LaSalle, but there's also two sides to the leadership here at AZ-941. Major has a partner in crime with him when it comes to teaching. My generation had Senior Master Sergeant Emerson, who was, these guys behind me, they remember. He was a hard but fair leadership. He'd drill us till the cow comes home. His famous saying was, would you shine those shoes with a brick and a Hershey bar? And it stuck with a lot of us. There's a lot of other sayings that I will not repeat. he was a colorful guy. But today, we have Senior Master Sergeant Kim, the NCOSD of the unit, and we would would like to give him an award as well, and thank him for his service. And last, but definitely not least, we'd like to present a few more awards to Major. Laurel Enright-Wise, she knows an artist who draws for the comic strip called F-, and she contacted this guy and commissioned a drawing of Major LaSalle. And it's not just any drawing, though. It was a drawing of Major LaSalle as a Simpsons character. David Kieran has the drawing. And there are two things that immediately make a former cadet remember Major LaSalle. It's Star Trek, the original series, and The Simpsons.
Amen.
We also have a plaque, and we also had a DVD to give to Major. It's, I guess, a follow-up of the thank yous that were seen earlier, but we didn't know about that, so we did our own. So there's a handful of thank yous for several of your former cadets on there that you can watch later. We won't show it tonight because it's running a little behind. So, but we also have a plaque that we would like to award Major LaSalle. And for this award, I'd like to call my classmate Israel Camacho to the front. When I set up this group, I talked to a lot of these people and asked them, what do you remember about Major LaSalle? And his story really touched me. When he was still a cadet, he told Major he wanted to join the Air Force Academy. And he asked Major, he said, when I graduate from the Air Force Academy, will you be there? And Major said, yes, I'll be there. So 6 years after they made that promise, Major stood before Israel and administered the oath of office to commission Israel as a second lieutenant. And during that commissioning ceremony, I'm told, he actually commissioned him as a cadet second lieutenant before he did the finally corrected himself. So Major LaSalle, on behalf of all of us, we'd like to honor you with this plaque. You'll notice the flag inside the flag. It has a special name as well. It was actually given to us by another former cadet, a classmate of ours, Matthew Thomas. He donated this flag, and the history behind the flag is that he personally, he's a KC-130 pilot in the Marines, and his crew flew this flag on their very last aerial refueling mission in Afghanistan. So in the inscription, he has the whole story about it. So. The original purpose that I said we were here was to honor the unit. I'd like to present a plaque to the current cadets and future cadets of the unit that will remain in the building for the years to come. And I'd like to call Cadet Hunter Henderson forward, please. I would like to present him this plaque on behalf of the former cadets to the current cadets. If anybody's here that step back or arranging this, he's your guy. He was our man on the inside. He helped me out immensely, and I want to thank you very much for everything you've done on this. So to those cadets who are graduating this year, be proud to know that you are marking the end of the 20 greatest years that this unit has ever had. To those cadets who are freshmen this year, I want you to know that you're the new beginning of greatness to come And I hope that 20 years from now, one of you will be up here doing this exact same thing. And to ensure the future of this unit is a fruitful one, we would also like to present Major LaSalle and Senior Master Instructor Camp, you guys would come front and center. And Rosemary Rollins has with her a check for $1,000 donated to the Corps to go toward drill team color guard equipment or anything that the cadets may need. So on behalf of all these great former cadets, all the former cadets who participated in Operation Major Appreciation but couldn't be here, and then the hundreds of other former cadets that just don't know how to use Facebook, I suppose. I want to thank you all for your time. It's been an honor to be part of this presentation, an honor to be part of the 20 greatest years of AZ-941. Thank you very much.
Present you Major and the General LaSalle.
I'll make this real short. Seeing all of you, so many stories. The one story I have to get resolved tonight is where the hell has Israel Camacho been for the last 15 years after I commissioned him? Israel, you got to talk to him. Where are you at? I need to find out what happened to you. Okay, because I keep telling him, he's the one that I commissioned at the Air Force Academy, and the next thing I know, he's gone. And the next thing I know, I see his mother at Gilbert High School and say he's somewhere in South America. He's like a Secret Service, CIA guy. I don't know. I didn't find out what he's been doing the last years, but there's so many stories back here. Thank you. Tony, Alfredo. Tony, it's real special. I mean, not that it's special all year, but it's really exceptionally special that Tony is here. But thank you. Tony, you know what a 341 is. Tony was kind of like that when he was a freshman, and sure enough, he got his textbook as number 341. So anyway, there's so many stories, and thank you all for being here. And I just could go on and on for like another 3 hours. Thank you to all of you. So, my better half, Cynthia, really quick, would you like to say a word or two? And Henderson, you're in trouble.
Okay. All I ask for this man is to, when I married him, we were going to be in the Air Force and that's secure and we're patriotic people. And he gave me these years, 20 years active duty. And he gave me 21 years with people. And look at the success. So all I ask for him when he leaves, he's got this book. And he's got every cadet's picture and what they did in the Corps for 21 years. So when I am older and I'm sitting in a rocking chair, I can remember them. Those are my memories. So thank you, Major. And I thank you all.
Thank you very much for staying the extra time with us, and we wish all of you the best in the future. From us to you, thank you very much for celebrating tonight with us. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.